Hello to my Aquarius and happy birthday to each and every one of you Aquarius. This may be a bonus video for you all, but it may go up early, to kind of sort of get your day started in a very positive, uplifting way, Aquarius. Positive, uplifting way. We're going to start with your intention card. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the full moon. We have a full moon in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. So when you think about the sun, meaning sun sign, you think about your identity, your life purpose, vitality, your creative power, your heart of your being, your inner authority, shining light, your self-development, central goals, the things that you're proud of. You wake up, it gives you there's something you're passionate about, right? And your self-confidence, right? So as an Aquarius, your life task might be to uphold a principle of equality or to develop a special identity for yourself within an eclectic community. So we're going to get into it. We're going to kind of focus on your first house. That's new beginnings, birth, self-identity, right? Self-identity, right? So this is a new beginning for a lot of people. We're in the year of 9. 9 is a very powerful number. You've broken some karmic cycles. You all are a fixed sign. So by fixed signs, I have to really concentrate on, okay, you don't want to get fixated on karmic relationships of the past, karmic jobs, karmic whatever. Make sure you know what your moon sign is so that you can spring forward, okay? So you can spring forward and come out of a karmic cycle. There's a lot of things that you are creating for this year, moving forward. And you want to put yourself in a very healthy cycle. So let's get into it, Aquarius. Let's get right into it. Very, very healthy cycle. So, I will not wait for today to be good. I will make today a good day. So you'll make it. So making it a good day and not having a good day, making it one. So no matter what is going on, you're making it a good day. Bring yourself out of a karmic cycle. Karmic cycle, right? Yeah. The year of 8 is already over. We are in the year of 9. So the last 8 years, a lot of people discovered a lot of things about themselves, and this full wolf moon that we had in January exposed that. A lot of people learned within the last 8 years what they pulled their birth chart, what their moon sign is, how to nurture yourself, what sets you apart from every other Aquarius on the planet. You learn, what would be perfect jobs for you all. That's your 10th house, MC. Go look it up. Some of you all have been floating around in the wrong careers, wrong jobs, frustrated, thinking that, okay, that's it for you. No, I'm just not. Travel. So here we have 724, right? So experience brings growth. So there is an adventure awaiting you, and it's in your highest good to pursue it. Oh, nice. So in new contexts and environments, your angels will bestow wisdom upon you. So where do you want to go? Plan a trip or adventure, no matter how small, and know that it's never a waste of time to see and experience new things. Even if you can't go on a trip now, make a vision board of future experience in full living color so that you can be reminded of your goal every day, right? Yeah. So 7 lets me know that you've closed out a cycle. 7 lets me know that you have closed out a cycle. Right? Lets me know that you closed out a cycle. 7th house connects us with relationships, partnerships, marriage. Some of you all have closed out a marriage, and I'm talking about job marriage. Well, it could be whatever marriage is to you, some kind of an agreement. You've closed something out. Your 2nd house connects you to resources, possessions, money. So that's where your focus, could be for some of you all. And then 4th house would be home, family, origins. And so right there at that, like I said, somebody is gone from like south node to now north node, right? So the IC would be your south node, and then north node would be your MC. So that's where you're thinking about your career, where you're going. A lot of you all have gifts that you all haven't even tapped into, right? So let's get into it. Let's get right into it, right? So you're an air sign, and I'm talking to my humanitarians who are open-minded, creative, free-spirited, intellectual, progressive, original, independent, unique, friendly, very powerful water bearers, right? You're an air sign, but you're a water bearer, Aquarius. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. That's right, Aquarius. Woo. Okay, we get some. I was getting some really, really good downloads for all the zodiac signs before even turning the camera on. I was like, oh, this is so exciting. Make sure to just keep it all together. Like I said, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. We only have one number, 202-460-3205. Some of you all have reached out to me to say that you've been contacted. We only have one number. It's 202-460-3205, and that's to talk to me directly. And I don't solicit readings, so you won't get any DMs on Instagram or any other platforms. You know, so if you have any doubts as to whether it's me or not, just send me a text message. Hey, I got this. Was this you? So you'll know. My information is down below in the description. Let's get it. Let's go. Get some good news. Okay, here we have 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so something definitely new is coming, right? Creating something, right? And we have the 8 of Pentacles here. All right, here we have the 7 of Wands here. You're getting a lot of spirit. You're getting a lot of downloads in meditation. A lot of download because Source is the one that's making room for you, right? So make sure you get your rest. Because whatever it is that you're doing right now, like I said, a lot of you all have a lot of psychic abilities, and there's different ways of having psychic abilities. You also have some good news coming across your path. So I've already prayed over your cards, already cleared the space. And then we also have the 8 of Wands, also which speaks to travel as well, right? So Source is speeding something up for you all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's start with a 6-card spread. Source is speeding something up for you all, right? So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty. So 8 hours, right? So if you're going to spend 8 hours a day on anything, it's definitely going to be something that you feel like is your calling in life. And that's what I'm seeing for you all. So everybody, the creator created everything and everybody. So Source is saying to you, you're creating something new. Some kind of downloads have come into you. This is the Ace of Cups here, but something new is being created for you, so which is going to add on to what you've already been doing, right? So please go look up your 10th house MCIC, right, where you came from, because all of that is going to be used to help you. All of that experience, doesn't matter what job you had. You could have had a job in fast food, could have had a job as customer service, nursing, whatever kind of job you had. All of that experience is going to be used in your North Node. All of it. All of that experience is going to be using your North Node, right? So even if you were a teenager flipping burgers, you may not be physically flipping burgers in your new space, but all of this, because Source is saying to you, in your meditative state, and you've been getting a lot of downloads, and like I said, you got some good news coming through. A message is coming through, right? You're getting a lot of downloads about past messages trying to come through, people trying to return from the past, because like I said, some people use their water connects us with the sacral chakra to create something totally that you're not on that frequency, right? They use their 8 hours to create something that you're not even on that frequency, and those things have come to light. You're going to have to just let karma do its thing, right? You have no control over any of that. You, like I said, got your downloads in meditative state, right? In your meditative state. So Source is speeding up whatever it is you've been praying for and meditating. So make sure you get your rest. Make sure you get your rest, okay? Yeah. So if you're going to be spending 8 hours a day, it has to be something that you absolutely love and something that you're passionate about, right? Yep. So even there's the vibration in colors as well, right? So this is the stay focused. Stay focused. It has to be something that you all are passionate about and something that you were called to do. Once you pull your birth chart and you find out your MC, MC and IC, but your MC in particular, 10th house, right? Here we have the Judgment card. Yeah. So like I said, things have already happened. You know, things have already happened. You have been on some kind of an emotional roller coaster. There's definitely been some energies who have unfairly judged you or misunderstood you, Aquarius, but we're not going to harp or focus on that because that situation that's already taken care of. That connects us with Pluto. Pluto is the outermost planet. It's a dwarf planet, right? And Pluto is an emotional roller coaster planet, just in general, right? Pluto deals with the eighth house with it, which is transformation, intimacy, shared possessions, you know, those kind of things, right? So source is saying, you know, you want to stay focused. You want to stay focused on like what is, you know, you may want to look it up if you want to look that up, you can look it up. Find out what your eighth house is, right? That's deep, dark mysteries, shared resources, death and transformation, intimate relationships, you know, all of those things, right? And so that's why source is saying speeding up, breaking any kind of karmic cycles, right? Any kind of karmic cycles, anything that would throw you into anybody else's karmic cycle. Source is speeding that up. So that's the good news that's coming through. Because a lot of people are still confused. Like, you know, so I'm trying to make sure you all know, as a fixed sign, you don't want to get fixated on something that you can usually, you know, as a fixed sign, you don't want to get fixated on something you can break up the monotony by just knowing your moon sign and doing something to pour into you. So yeah, you're gonna be spending 8 hours of doing something. You want to do something that you're passionate about, right? So something where you're a cheerful giver of doing that, right? So you're not ending, you know, whatever. But here we have the Lover's card. So yeah, some judgment is coming down on some people who decided to judge you based on your past. They spent a lot of time. They judged you on your job, you know, on the types of jobs that you may have had, and there's been a lot of conversation and talk about that. They put a lot of energy into that, a lot of energy onto who you dated in the past, all those things. So something, like I said, something new is being created. You know, something new is being created for yeah. And people were pretty obsessed with it because the Judgment card was hidden in the Judgment card is obsession. Yeah, that's what's hidden in the Judgment card is obsession. So, yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, okay. Okay, so something is generational also. So, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Talking about karma. Okay. Wow. All right, Aquarius. So what's happening here is okay. Let me slow down because first of all, Pluto is the outermost planet, right? I'm trying to make this video short, but, you know, to the point for you all. So, you know, please forgive me if it seems like it's just kind of redundant, but I'm trying to make sure I get a point to you all. So understand that Pluto is the outermost planet. It's an emotional roller coaster planet. It's the dwarf planet, right? So it's a generational planet. So what was not didn't immediately make sense because it's not an inner planet. Like sometimes it takes a while for you to process why you're being so harshly judged, right? But every person who jumped on an immediate bandwagon about you, Aquarius, that you are biologically related to, okay, this in your bloodline, who jumped on a bandwagon about you is under judgment. There's nothing else you need to do. They're under judgment because whoever was responsible for judging you was also judging them all the way back through the bloodline. And that's what people could not immediately see. So let's say, for instance, someone is judging you as a parent. You could be a mom or dad, mentor, you know, like a parent, you know, like a step parent. I don't know, people really use the term step, maybe like bonus or whatever the case may be. They were not only judging you, they were actually judging your entire bloodline, right? And so those people who jumped on the bandwagon could not immediately see that. So when Source is saying that's just something new is being created, but Source is saying to you, moving forward, judgment is already coming down for the energies who played God and chose to judge you. Who played God and chose to judge you. So, yeah, because they're judging your mom, right? They're judging your mom. They're judging your mom's choices and who they married. They judging your grandparents and the choice who they married, the children, and that's what people are not immediately seeing. So anybody in your bloodline that immediately jumped on the bandwagon thinking, okay, they don't want to be attached to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. What they cannot see and what they will see eventually is that they are too being judged. They are being judged by the same energies. You don't need to spend any more time on it. Yeah, you don't need to spend any more time on something. They're judging their mental health. They're saying that they're depressed. Their back is against the wall. So they're creating something. So again, it's not just you. Anybody who jumped on a bandwagon, they're judging the person who, if you have kids with them, they're being judged by their choice. So let's say you have an ex or something who, it could be a man or woman, doesn't really matter because I'm talking to men and women. They're judging their choice, all of this. And people are just sitting there just like, confused, like they're in a daze, like, oh well, I didn't know somebody was wearing a mask. It just won't do the shadow work. So source is saying to you, something is closed out. You don't even give it any more energy. Move on, Aquarius. Get some water, drink some water, find out what your moon sign is, and move on. Yeah, move on, Aquarius. I'm telling you, because source has created something for you all that I'm telling you, it is you're operating in your north node. That's what you're operating in your north node. So, yeah. These are the same energies, like I said before, who are playing God, who are playing your in human form. The same creator that created you created them. And these are the same energies that's reading the same thing that you have read in Matthew 5-7, right? Judge not lest ye be judged, right? This is a judgment card. And they were obsessed with judging you, but not even seeing that they too are under judgment by the same energies that were judging you. Close out the cycle, Aquarius. Move on. Because your money is about to start growing. Just add structure and authority to something. Yeah. Add structure and authority to something, because the energies just felt like they impulsively jumped to conclusions. And this is an impulsive behavior. I keep trying to tell you all are light years ahead. I know when y'all listen to other people's, videos, you're like, oh, she's speaking very highly of I do speak very highly of all zodiac signs, because I want you to know at your highest frequency, no matter who's judging you, source is also reminding them of that one thing, that's going to be a total recall for them, that, oh, that's right, oh shoot, these energies are judging them too. Same energies. So how do you get out of that? If somebody says, that's your child, talking about you, that's your mom, that's your dad, that's your grandparents, that's your family name, like that's your what? The same energies are judging them. So no, you're good. Yeah, you're good. So enough information traveled to you. There's a karmic couple that's responsible for that. It's a man and a woman karmic couple that's responsible for it. So you have new and exuberant love coming across your path. New and exuberant love for some of you all will be a romantic relationship, right? That you're putting your energy into. And then we'll get a little bit more into that for those of you all who want to know. But also new and exuberant love could be a new hobby. I want to make sure that, and that could be travel for somebody, right? So you could have a travel business. You could love to travel. That's something that, a travel buddy, something that's coming across your path. But I feel like somebody loves flying, this right here. So whereas people may have told lies about, like how you make your money 8 hours a day, what kind of work you do, source is saying what they didn't realize was that they were actually speaking at some point. They spoke something into existence that you spoke into existence. And that may go over some people's head, right? So you may have said you love to travel, you want to travel more, but they told a lie when sources know. Those same energies that judged you and told lies about you traveling are now under judgment. You have nothing to worry about at this point. I'm telling you, you have nothing to worry about. Source is creating something new for you. Yeah, because people went down a rabbit hole. Yeah, people went down a rabbit hole about you and someone else and realized, oh, wait a minute. Those were lies. being told about Aquarius. So, like I said, people see you as down to earth. They see you as relatable. They see you as a person who is very analytical, Aquarius. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, so a light has been shown on a lot of things and why people were obsessed. Somebody was absolutely obsessed. They jumped to conclusions. So some of those energies, like I said, when you talk about the Page of Cups here, they made very immature comments. And these are big grown adults, fully grown, right, made very immature comments to other people about you, about your mental health, about what type of work you do, all lies, all lies. So anyway, talking about you behind your back, you and somebody behind your back had somebody, I don't think it was you, behind closed doors, feeling like you had 10 swords stabbed in your back. It could have been the old you, but the new you, that's not you. Yeah, that's not you. You're getting rest, but it could have been very painful for somebody else, right? Let me tell you how obsessed these energies are. We're going to go ahead and close this out so you all can just go ahead and really wrap this up and close out the cycle and move on, because I'm telling you, Source got big things for you all. I'm going to tell you how obsessed, when we're talking about generationally, right? For years, whoever you may have broken up with in the past, who you now in hindsight know had a God complex, it was their way or the highway. They had an issue with you even having a relationship with your creator, whoever that is, whoever, could have been several people you had relationships with, doesn't really matter. Source is saying to you, those energies spent a lot of time collecting physical, and like having people follow you, taking pictures. They dated this person, they was in this relationship, aligning themselves. They put all of this energy into something, just to show somebody, younger person, see, this is what your mom and dad is into. This is what they really do for travel. This is what they really do. That's why you say you're not waiting for today to be a good day. You will make a day to. Some people use their 8 hours a day to follow people around, and this is not what they hired to do. To we're crystal clear, these are energies who are obsessed, right? Whoever you may have dated, to get pictures of you, who you dated, collect information, see this is what they really into, just to cause somebody that you love or people that you love a bunch of depression. But guess what? A bunch of sadness and depression. Oh my God, I had no idea. And some of your loved ones are sitting there still not putting the dots together. I'm telling y'all can go ahead and close out the cycle. Because the same energies that did that to you, now want to come back, that told the lies on you all, are now sitting back going, oh, I guess they don't do that for a living. They put like the term goes, they put the cart in front of the horse, right? Put the cart in front of the horse, cause all of this conversation and judgment, obsessed. And some of your family members and loved ones sat right there knowing good and well it was a lie. But again, it showed what frequency they were on too. You're not judging them at all. You're just closing out cycles and moving on. So I do see your money, like I said, growing, and I do see somebody traveling, right? So you're also getting messages back that somebody was just stuck between two salamanders. Again, this is not calling anybody any names. We're talking about in the spiritual sense, like spiritual, spirit animals, salamanders, going through a rebirth. Basically, like trying to remove you from existence of some of your kids, some of the people that you have, prayed with, trying to literally wipe you off the face of planet Earth, right? The source is saying they're under judgment. They're under judgment. They're under judgment now because you added order and structure to some things, right? So yeah, like I said, you can pray for people, but keep on moving forward. Close out the cycle. Karmic cycle is broken. Yeah, here we have. Yeah. And the length of time that these energies, I'm telling you, this is what's come to light. The length of time in years that these energies somebody has been smashed between two salamanders, forcing somebody to erase you from existence. Aquarius, listen, a light has been shown on that as well. So something is closed out already. Something is closed out. That was the goal. Something legal has been closed out. Things are in your favor, but because you added structure and authority to something, the years of the constant, this is spell work, a part of spell work, bullying and yelling in somebody's ear like they were just in a combat zone, the kind of trauma people have caused just to erase your existence from people's lives. Like I said, something is already closed out. Move on. Move on. Yep. So that's it. That's the type of energy that some of yours exes have put into things concerning your kids, concerning whatever. But again, for you, something new is being created for someone. Something new is being created for someone in terms of just prayer. And I'm telling you, Source is speeding up the whole process of prayer, because again, what you cannot fake is true compassion. What's in your cup, right? You're a water bearer, but you're an air sign, and you're innovative, right? So something that you did, when I say you're light years ahead, something that just your energy and your nurturing energy around people, that's not something you can fake. You can't pretend. I don't care how many copycat, whatever. You can't fake that. So no matter how much people may have been in other people's ears, just the sound of your voice, the vibration, the frequency that you're on, that's something that people remember. And that's why it's going to be sped up very quickly. It's just like, yeah, those were all lies. Those were all lies. People forget that people grow up and they have the ability to think for themselves, and they have their own memory of your relationship with them. So yeah, that something was definitely deliberate, and that's why some of your exes, they'll never have an opportunity to come back to you. Never. Because that is just how they are generationally. So yeah. Yep. So you're learning how to be more conservative with your time, Aquarius. But again, like I said before, some of your exes were so obsessed, they use their money, their resources to follow you around to prove a point that you're sleeping with this person, that person, you're doing this, you're doing that. So it's just saying, but like I said, you're creating something there. So anyway, yeah, to restrict you. Talking about restricting you, trying to, and when I say restrict you, I mean, it's so in some cases, trying to like set people up. But Source is saying to you, it's more or less like trying to make you look so, again, beneath energies. So if energies, because this is what some of your exes did to their exes, ruin their jobs, ruin their careers, anything to make them seem less than human, like just like you're just somebody who is just out here all around the world doing just whatever with whomever, all kinds of stuff, right? This is what they did to their ex. There's a method to this. That's what they did to their exes. So somehow their exes would come crawling back to them. You know, can you please take me back? Can you please? Source is saying, yeah, you're not being pulled in two different directions. You're not overwhelmed. You toss something into a burning bowl and gone about your life. Close out the cycle, Aquarius. Close it out. Close it out. There's a method to that. There's a method. It's a whole group of energies that do that to people. So this is where your psychic abilities, again, come in. You're an air sign, but you're a water bearer. Some of you all have clairvoyance. You see things clearly now that you did not see before. We're talking about the year of 9, right? 9 is now you're determined to pay attention, right? So we're not talking about time. You're determined to pay attention, right? Because you're now looking back at how like some people talk to you. You look back at how some people viewed you, right? Oh, that's easy right there. That person has a good heart. They're an overgiver. Oh, we can easily restrict that energy. This is easy, right? They've been doing it for generations. Right? So you're now awakened. You're broken some kind of a karmic cycle. Your family and loved ones will wake up out of whatever trance and realize, wait a minute. They're talking about my son, my daughter, my mom, my dad, just like you did when people tried to talk about them. You cut them off immediately. That was your loyalty to them. It's like, oh no, you cut them people off immediately. You cut off some of your relative, your parents' friends for talking negatively about them to you, telling them lies about. You cut off some of their siblings. So yeah. So Source is saying to you, you're not giving any energy whatsoever. You're keeping your vibrations high and just praying for other people's strength and your meekness. That's right. Meekness is not weakness. Meekness is not. That's basically you saying you're letting Source fight your battles. I'm telling you, Aquarius. Yeah. All somebody wanted to do was go on a quest and find out some information, just like you wanted to find out some information, because you may have been lied to. Because again, those things are rooted in fear. They're rooted in fear. The enemy is the author of confusion. You got to see how far back this goes. So that's what Source is saying to you. Before you jump on a bandwagon and pray on somebody, Aquarius, pray for them, because you don't know what in the world kind of judgment they've been under their entire lives. And I'm telling you, this is what you do. So that's what I'm seeing here. Just like you wanted answers about something and people judged you for even wanting answers, that's just a simple fireside conversation, fireside chat. That's it. It's a fireside chat. But some people have been so judged by their past, they immediately, impulsively felt like you were judging them by their past. Absolutely not. You just wanted answers, just like other people wanted answers. You can get some rest. I'm telling you, you and somebody can go ahead and get some rest. Yeah. Yeah. I see you. People see you as just being very responsible, see you as building something. You know, you're very responsible. They see you as a person who moves on, and you're definitely not going backwards to those energies, because that's a method. That's the method that they use to delete people. That's the method that some of these organizations use to delete people. Yeah. So, justice in your favor. All right. Close out the cycle, Aquarius. Find out what your moon sign is. Also, 10th house MC. That's your medium coli. To find out if you're in the right job for you. Because you've been already all the experience. Somebody is definitely a prayer warrior. You come from a long line of prayer warriors. I'm telling somebody, you come from a long line of prayer warriors, right? And people pray on prayer warriors. But as that going through the fire, you came up out of the ashes, like you rose up like the phoenix out of the ashes. So yeah, some energies could not rest until you were restricted in some way, shape, form, or fashion, but you sent that right back. Yeah. Yeah. So you can probably go get a massage at this point. Work out the kinks. Work out the kinks. And people saw you as competition. This just exposed a lot of energies that you prayed with, worshiped with. Some of y'all have visited people's, you know, some of your family members, you have visited their churches with them. You know, this just showed you how they really felt about you. Their church, their mosque, their temple just shows you how they really, really felt about you. But it also goes back to how their parents feel about your parents and vice versa. It could be brothers or sisters in some kind of a battle or war, spiritual battle or war. Somebody took it out on you. Like I said, detach. Number seven. Right? Your dreams need a practical plan. Yep. Your dreams need a practical plan. So put it together. Dreams need a practical plan. This is from the Moonology deck. I will put all the information down below for the Moonology deck for you all who may want to get that information. Yeah. Get that information. But a lot of people, I'm telling you all, Aquarius, were blindsided during that last full moon that we had in Cancer. We're not talking about, when I say moon, when I talk about moon phases, we're not talking about people, right? We're talking about the Zodiac sign and what it symbolizes, right? But yeah, your dreams need a practical plan, because a lot of things have traveled to you through the air. A lot of things have traveled to you through the air. And so Source really wants you to stay focused. Like really, really, really wants you to stay focused. Because all Source was doing for you was just clearing the air for you, like making room for you. But like I said, your dreams need a practical plan. Whenever you see the full moon in Taurus here, right, a moon in Taurus just in general, it just simply means you want to write down 10 things that you know that write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you, right? That are wonderful about you, right? There are certain energies that so this card in Moonology for you all who have the deck that reminds you that laziness could explain your current situation, so that change it, right? So somebody has definitely been with some energies who, like I said, been around some energies who, like I said, for them, all they saw was money. That's all they saw was like, oh, money can grow, go betray you, right? Get around some energies that judge you, Aquarius. If money is involved, sold you off for shillings. I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? But chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Again, this is your, like I said, your moon sign. You all are not delusional for having dreams. And then also jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. And so more exercise is called for. So getting grounded, getting grounded. You certainly wasn't judging anybody because you just wanted that. You wanted questions. You wanted somebody wanted some answers to some questions that you had. There was no judgment whatsoever. You were just simply, yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you all. Hopefully this has been helpful. Keep your vibrations high. Get yourselves ready to travel. Your prayers have been answered, Aquarius. Some of you all are, when we had the four of Wands here, some kind of homecoming is happening for you all, but something is going to feel very much like home, in a spiritual realm, and just like in your physical body is going to feel like home for you. Something that, in terms of your calling is going to feel like it's just going to flow. Something is just going to flow for you. It literally is just going to be like, oh my gosh, you've been doing this your whole life and just didn't even realize it was your purpose. So that's what you really want to pray about, is just like clarity. Don't even worry about people who judged you from the past, who played God, because those are the same energies as reading the same thing you've always read. Judge not, lest ye be judged. So, yeah. So true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. There it is. You're operating in the spirit of love. That's the frequency that you're on. So I love this for you all, Aquarius. Continue to vibrate high. Like I said, some energies could not rest until they saw you in the same way that people saw them, as some dark entity when they look in the mirror. We're not talking about complexion either. We're talking about as a dark entity. It's like almost people made us a judgment call that they wanted to knock you down below them, not just several pegs, but below them. So source is saying, listen, come out of that. Raise your frequency to a very positive frequency and return it to love. Return to love. This is the true offering. Return it to love. Go get some kinks worked out. Like I said, go get a massage. Go connect with energies who have been very nurturing, for you. Some of you all may even be massage therapists. That could be somebody's, that could be part of your, that could be the part of a dream job for you, like with your MC. I see 10th house. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. That should be your project. As we get closer and closer to this full moon, we're going to have a full moon in Leo. It's a full snow moon. So lets you know that these energies have been real cold, real cold-hearted, like slow cold-hearted, right? But source is saying you are going where you are appreciated and not simply where you are tolerated. Do the mirror work, Aquarius. Do the mirror work. Something is already fulfilled. It's already closed out. Something has already been taken care of. Some energies have already stepped on the scene. That's why some people from your past are now kind of sort of like trying to resurface. Source is saying there is no reason for them to resurface. You've already closed out the cycle and moved on. You've already pulled up the roots. You're down to earth. You're relatable. You're starting something brand new. You're being more conservative with your time. You've already moved on. You've already broken the karmic cycle. So there you go. Hopefully this is helpful. Bye.